This is a final review of the Chinese drama Fearless Whispers, 隐秘而伟大。Hi, you're watching Avenue X, where a junkie on good storytelling shares their thoughts, knowledge, and occasional weird ideas on stories and how they're told. This is my second video of this week, which is a second video of a particular drama. First impression video that you can check out here. Now is the final review. This drama is not web only, it also goes on satellite television. That's why it's aired 2 episodes per day. And I've been pretty much following the drama every day. I'm gonna first give you my final rating on my scale of this drama, and then we're gonna talk in more detail. I am going to give a final rating of 2 gold mines as well for Fearless Whispers, pretty much in a similar fashion as I gave it to Hikaru no Go, which is, I think, honestly speaking, 100% solidly, it still has a little bit distance from my ideal 2 gold mine drama. So there is also a level of generosity in that rating. For most of the things in the drama that impressed me in the first half of the drama, I've talked about them in my first impression video, so I'm not gonna repeat that. Here is just my overall opinion after watching the whole thing. The good thing about this drama is it is probably the most unique spy drama set at the middle of last century, right before the power shift within China, before the founding of the People's Republic of China, a genre that has been overexploited. How many dramas can we count are set in that time? Some of them are really, really good. Some are meh, and then some are plainly crappy. But it's a heavily exploited, overused drama genre, and you can hardly say anybody does it in any way that's refreshing. But I think Fearless Whispers managed to do that. It has made itself stand out. And the essential message of this drama has very little actually to do with politics or any of that. It is about staying true to your heart. It's about staying true to what you believe to be the things that are good and worth protecting in this world. So you can really look at this drama as a drama that has a super soft, super gentle, super naive core, but a really powerful message. You see the good people, the people who have dreams, who have hopes for the future, who have hopes for a better world, living in this really difficult world when things are just harsh. It's based on real history. During those years, the inflation, for example, thing in this drama that gets talked about all the time is true. And the fact that people had to haul, right, bags and bags of money to buy just a tiny bit of things, and the literal paper of the money worth less than the toilet paper you can buy with them, did happen in China's history. So during those years of economic crisis, chaos, and political suppression, the drama shows you what people decide to do, or what kind of person they decide to become under those high pressure, very difficult circumstances. There are people who want to stick to the kind part of humanity, who want to keep being a good person even though it's a really hard time, and who would dream for a better future and would want to sacrifice and work for that. That will be represented by the 3 leading characters played by Li Yifeng, Jin Chen, and Wang Longzheng. There are people who are also very kind-hearted, who do the best they can do, but who are not really out there fighting for other things, just trying to keep their own little family intact and safe. That's represented by the family members of our leading male character. His father, his mother, the people who live in the lanes. Some of them are not so nice, but some of them are really kind. There are also people who are the wavering people, who wants to be the good person, but keeps getting distracted, keeps getting tempted by doing the wrong things but getting benefit for themselves. Such as the character Zhao Zhiyong, played by Niu Junfeng very well. And then there are people who represents the old structure, the power structure, the people who climb up their social ladders, getting monetary and also political powers for themselves, but totally disregard other people's life. Represented by this group of people who eventually all get punished, but nonetheless, right, are very interesting characters to look at. You also have the very sad little people that get completely crushed. People who have never done anything wrong, who are essentially a very good person, just being unlucky, ended up in the wrong place, wrong time, represented by the content character. That is definitely a tearing point in this whole drama. So you can almost look at this drama as an exam paper. The question is, what kind of person do you choose to become under those circumstances during those years? And you see a wide variety of different humanities answering to those questions in their ways. And their answers and their decisions make up the drama's content. So it is not being a spy drama for being a spy drama's sake drama. It is using that as its framework, as its structure, to show you this long scroll of painting of all kinds of people and their humanity. And I have to say, initially, I totally didn't see it that way. I didn't even expect it would be something like that. I thought it would just be yet another Republic of China setting spy drama that's gonna feature a couple of people that's well known, therefore a lot of people will go and watch it. There's definitely gonna be those chases, which this drama does contain. Communist Party is gonna win at the end because that's what happened in history. So all that, right, totally expected. But as I start to watch this drama, I realized it's really not. It's very different from everything I've seen before. It really is made up by little decisions from the good people, bad people, not so good, not so bad, normal people, all kinds of people. When they encounter problems, challenges, difficulties in their life, the little things, right? They keep coming up, and all those little choices are leading up to their sort of final fate. And you can see there's so much detail in this drama, in the process of depicting everybody. And the fun of watching this drama is actually not about the exciting plots that's about to happen at certain points. The really fun thing and things that makes me go back to watch it every day is the little things, the moments, right? People have discussions, cooking their food, talking on their dinner table, little reactions they have, even though the time is difficult, even though the world has those big problems, and people still carrying on living their life and worrying about the things that we would be worrying about in a peaceful and good time too. And I love those little details. I love seeing the characters go and mend windows for this lady who has this little restaurant shop. I love to see them go feed the cat. I love to see the garbage man and his dog. There's just so much detail that I just never see in this type of drama in Chinese dramaland. So towards the second half of the drama, I'm almost watching it for those little things, really, and I'm interested in them rather than the big plot, the inevitable things, certain characters' downfall and certain characters' success and all that. So this is one of the most unique spy dramas setting Republic of China I've ever seen in Chinese dramaland. I think for that one thing, it deserves a little bit extra attention. At the end of this drama, I have a good conclusion of the people I care about. And pretty much every character gets what they deserve, which is not really happens always in real life, but I appreciate that because at the end of this drama, I have already gone through this journey with all those characters. I do want them to each have what they really like, what they love, and what they deserve. I'm just only a little bit unhappy about the fact that I don't know what happened to the dog. His owner died, and then there's no further follow-up about what happened to him. And I'm worried because that pup is cute and that pup has showed up so many times in the drama. So by the end of it, I'm like, you've already told me what happened to the cat, which is the cat is still very well, right? Doing very well in the alley, eating the fish bones. Where is the dog? I don't know, I get hooked by these things till the very end of the drama. And I can't say that for other dramas that have done that. It's like even the cats and dogs in the drama makes you wonder what happened to them. Then we also have to talk about the things I think it definitely can improve on. The first thing being, it is still too long. I would say this drama probably is ideal for being a 40 episodes drama, and it wouldn't really lose too much, and it probably would be more tightly paced and therefore more exciting to watch. And I feel like the 51 odd number is really odd, right? It's a prime number and it's odd. It probably was like a 40 episode drama script that then get edited again into 50 something, and then it has a 1, right, hang out on the end. That's definitely intentionally done in that way. 2, basically air one more day. Because you air 2 episodes a day, so you can air it, right, 26 days instead of 25. Then the second thing about this drama I think it could improve on is, although it has so much detail, probably the most amount of detail of a Republic of China setting drama I've seen, props, sets, costume, really well done. It just wouldn't give our female lead character a proper hairstyle. Played by Jin Chen, Shen Qinghe. Her hair, right, is contemporary hair, straight hair, sometimes tied as a low ponytail and that's it, which is very not fitting its time. I'm not saying people don't have straight hair that doesn't get permed at all at that time, but usually for adult woman who's not a student, okay, if you have short hair, really short, then you cannot really perm it too much, okay, so you have like this probably length hair and it's okay to stay straight with that hair, but once it goes to shoulder length and you are not a student at school, you know, anymore, it's not that possible for you to not have any perm in your hair. Looking at Gu Yaodong's sister, hair. That's much more fitting of the Republic of China look when you look at all the historical materials back then. And also her clothing is not very strongly, right, Republic of China style. So there's a lot of shot of her close up. And if she's not standing in that particular room or on a particular street that looks very, Mingguo, you can almost read her as a contemporary character. And I'm not quite sure why they do it, because they do the hair for all the other supporting roles. If you look at the wives, right, at the banquet of the other women whose husbands work at the police bureau, they all have very permed, very period hair of that time. Jing Chen just jumps out as somebody who doesn't fit into the time. I don't know if it's intentional or it's for some reason that she doesn't want to do the hair or the timing, because doing those pushing the wavy hair is like time consuming. I don't know, like what's the reason behind it? It just reads very odd. And plus, Li Yifeng has that hair that is, I wouldn't say very strongly, right, of Republic of China style either. And also because he naturally has very yellow hair, almost orangey, has that red tint hair. And also just because the grading of this drama is yellow. So when those two persons are standing together with a shot that doesn't reveal too much of its context, it feels like it's not in Mingguo, Republic of China setting time. And I really don't quite understand why they don't want to put a little bit more effort and time into working the styling of the characters. Because you've already done that for everything else pretty much. Just your leading characters. If you want to make them stand out, okay, but that's wrong, right? Because they are living in that time, and for them to be undercover, you would do everything to fit into the time and not to make yourself stand out in any particular way. So it doesn't fit the logic of the story itself. It also really doesn't fit the time. So I had to, many times, convince myself that, Jing Chen is playing a person who lives in 1948 when she totally doesn't look like that. Also, this drama contains at times lines that really does not fit its time, probably not gonna be noticed by non-Chinese speaking people, but certain vocabularies, certain things that the sentence have, is very, very 21st century. I would only say probably due to the fact that the writer is not really well versed enough in history and in language, in what type of language is used back then. But those things are, relatively speaking, not so essential. And I'm using a really high sort of standard, right, for qualification to look at these things and saying, that is not perfect, that needs to improve. And these things did affect my viewing experience, so I picked them out. And I think if they get tidied up, improved on, this drama would just jump up another step for me. Still though, at the end of this review, I would say this drama definitely surprised me. It has provided me a really refreshing experience of this really over-exploited genre in Chinese dramaland. The supporting actors are brilliant. They're all just top-notch. And Li Yifeng has improved a lot. Previously, I'd be worried about him carrying a drama like this. But this drama really writes a good character, he portrays it well, and then everyone surrounding him really helped him to make his character make sense. All in all, it's definitely a drama that has exceeded my expectation. I'm happy with it, and I'm happy that in November, I got 2 dramas that I highly appreciate, and both got 2 gold lines from me. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.